welcome everybody. If you have any questions or comments, I ask you to put them in the chat box anytime during the next two presentations. Any questions, you can also raise your hand. I am going to introduce our first presenter today. This is PDG Steve Somerset. He has been a Lion for over 25 years and has served most of his time in various different leader positions. He lives in Chippewa, British Columbia. He is a certified instructor under the Lion Certified Instructor Program, and he is serving his third year as District Governor-elect Seminar Group Leader. He has presented in many U.S.-Canada Lions leadership forums, and it is a member of the organizing committee for the forum that's being held in September in Des Moines, Iowa. Hopefully a lot of you will attend there. This is the first time that Lion Steve is going to present at our USA Canada Leo Forum. Lion Steve, take it away.
Thank you, Dawn. Good morning, good afternoon, and it might be evening somewhere. Who knows where everybody is from different parts of constitutional areas 1 and 2, but I have seen people coming in from other parts of the world. So this is truly an experience for all of us to have a virtual Leo Lions Forum. I think this is an absolutely amazing. We heard earlier on the attendance for this virtual session has outstripped all previous 3 total. So this is an absolutely amazing thing that we've been able to be able to bring everyone together. So I welcome you all. I didn't quite know the makeup of this particular room, who was going to be in it. So I have already edited out a couple of slides because they aren't going to be particularly relevant to what we might want to talk about today. As Dawn mentioned, if you've got questions, please feel free to ask, to join in, raise your hand, put your question in the chat box. I would imagine that 99% of you are all very familiar with the Zoom platform. If you haven't been on a Zoom meeting for the last 16, 18 months, where have you been hiding? I have no idea, but I keep coming out from a rock and just keep seeing is it daylight? As we all know, I heard that Diana Grease was saying she's in her basement and she doesn't even know if the sun is shining. Well, I can guarantee you the sun shines every single day. We may not see it, but it's there. It's always going to be there for us. So welcome each and every one of you. Hopefully some of the information that we're going to cover you may well be aware of. I'm going to try to motivate you. I'm going to try to encourage you, and hopefully we can make some progress going forward. The comments that came from Dr. Patty Hill today, I think was so relevant to where we're going to be today. Ask questions, take the lead, and build your relationships. If there's 3 things that we can do throughout, whether we're a Lion, whether we're Leo Lions, or whomever, even in our own personal lives, those 3 things are there for us, and we can make a difference. I am going to try, and I am going to I've got a note up here. It says, from Winston to everyone, presenters and moderators, remember to hit record. And I think it's being recorded as far as I can see.
This has been recorded, yes.
Thank you, Dawn. Anyway, let me just try and share my screen. I'll bring up a PowerPoint and hopefully we can move forward. Let's see. Oh, let's go back. Okay, can Can you see that particular screen? It should say Lions About Leos or How Lions Conserve Leos. If people can just either wave to me to say, yes, you can see it, or no, you can't. I got a couple of thumbs up. Thank you, Saverna. Thank
Yes,
you,
we
Don.
can. Yes, we can.
That's okay. I just want to make sure that we're all going to be on the same page. So let's move through this side of it and let's see what we can share and what we can all gain as a group. Are you confused? Are you confused about Leos, their role, what they do, how they operate? Are you understanding? Do you have that opportunity? Do you work with Leos? Have you been to a Leo club? Have you participated with Leos in projects? What have you done? So a lot of these things, hopefully I'm going to try and dispel some of the myths, some of the things that are on there as we go through. Sometimes we cannot see the forest for the trees, and we have to be able to find our path. We have to be able to navigate our way through so that we can come through to the other side. We have to be able to open up. I know, and I share with a number of people through here, that a lot of our forests and areas, particularly on the west coast of Canada and of the United States, we are struggling right now with a huge amount of wildfires, and the amount of our forests that are being destroyed through these is immense. However, we do know that from every time there is a forest fire, we know things rebuild, we know things regenerate, and we can move forward. And that is no different between Leos and Lions and onwards. Lions, we regenerate. We have to in order to survive and to move forward. The same with Leos. For most of you that are on this call, obviously you are aware that the international headquarters is in Oak Brook, Illinois, and a lot of this first lot of information is just basically a repeat. But I hope you all at some stage get an opportunity to go and visit the headquarters. It's about 20 miles west of downtown Chicago. It is open Monday through Friday. And I understand a fair number of the staff are gradually migrating back into the office again after working virtually from their homes for the past 18 months. And obviously it is going to be a change for them. As you can see on the map, it's basically not quite centrally situated, but it is right there in Chicago. Where I live particularly north of the state of Washington in British Columbia. My city is Chilliwack, British Columbia. That's where I am from. I'm about 100 miles east of Vancouver, for those that may know that area. There is the picture of the outside of the building. And if you attended the International Convention, that's where the main stage was. That's where it all came from the main entrance hall into the lobby, into that side of it. There's about 300 people that work there, and they deal with serving for the program and the administrative needs for the association, for the membership headquarters, and staff are also responsible for implementing of the policies and programs approved by LCI and the board of directors. There are a few resources available through the Leo program that are there for from LCI. And for Lions, we should and we need to get a full understanding of how the Leos can operate, what resources they have, what is available to them, how they grow, how they learn, and how they can integrate into the Lions program at a later stage. All of these, all of this material is available through the resources through LCI, and we can, you can actually download these for a free of charge if you so wish. When ordering supplies, there are a number of things that are available. Again, these resources are available online for you to be able to look at, to download, and to utilize. So there are a number of things in here that focuses on various programs that they do. There are recruitment posters, brochures, organizational kits, handbooks. The spotlight on children's brochures are available from the Leo Club program department, and that is where you will find a number of these resources. And Lions clubs can place those orders for those materials using the Leo's publication order form, and it's a Leo form. Leo number 4 is the reference for it. In order to access some of this information for the ordering of the material, note, I have to remind you that the Lions Club's president, secretary, or treasurer must sign off on those particular orders. It is not something that you, as just a Lion, may actually go in and order for your own use. It has to be done through the club, signed by the president or secretary or treasurer. But as I say, you can download them for free of charge. Those are some of the materials that I was just alluding to on there.
There's a couple of questions in the chat box for you. Will this presentation be made available? And if so, can you walk them through? If not, can you walk them through the website?
I can certainly make this program available. Either one of two ways it can be done. Either somebody can either email me, or I can send it through to the Leo Forum Committee and ask them to post it upon a web page. Either way, we will make this happen. What I will do is I will put my email address. Okay, so my email address is a strange one, but it has meaning. It is, my email is brummy@shaw.ca. Brummy is an acronym, or is a person who comes from Birmingham in England, and as probably you have already detected, my accent is a little different from a lot of the others that are on this call. It's just you have the accent, not me. I know that. Okay, so if you need anything, just drop me a note and I will send it to you. Not a problem at all. Thank you, Dawn, for pointing that out. The Leo organization kit is an ideal tool for the Lions clubs interested in charting a Leo club, or exploring that possibility. The district and multiple district Leo chairpersons, and I know there are some of those people on the call right now, often request this kit and distribute it to the Lions clubs within their respective areas of the world, as they encourage more Lions clubs to charter Leo's clubs. That is something that we need to be focusing on. Our youth are our leaders, are our people who are going to lead us forward. If you look and think back to what Dr. Patty Hill was saying about the E for experience. And she focused on 3 particularly young people, but the 4th person was you. You have the ability to make that change. You have the ability to grow. You have the ability as a lion to actually go out and to help organize and recruit into Leos and get Leos to join this wonderful association of ours. So remember that you have a tremendous amount of opportunity to do good and to expand not only the Leos program, but the Lions program as well. There are 2 kinds of obviously kits that you can have. They are for the Alpha or Omega Leo clubs, and those are, the designation is age related. And if I'm not mistaken, and again, somebody will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Alpha is for the Leos of 12 to 21. It might be to 18. I'm not certain, but the
18.
18,
18.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. And Omega is from the 18 to 30 age group. So, and that is more relevant or prevalent in the European countries as well. But the idea is, if we get people in at an early age, we have this opportunity for them to experience what Leo is about and what they want to do. Not what Lions want them to do, but what they want to do. Makes a huge difference. I've just completed a year of facilitating the district governor-elects for this coming year. But one of the governors from the previous year, he was the first district governor in his area to be or have been a Leo. He was a Leo before joining Lions. And this coming year, he is now going to serve as the council chair for his multiple district. What a growth that has been. What a journey for that individual. And that is what those opportunities are out there. And we have that opportunity to make that a difference. The member kits are very, very similar, obviously, to what we have in Lions. Of course, there is always a letter that comes from the international president. There are guides, member guides, the membership guides. There are membership certificates and a Leo decal as well.
PGG, Steve, there's a couple of questions in the chat box regarding the materials for Leos.
Yes.
The initial charter kit is free. The initial charter kit is free. Any other Leo kits do have to be paid for.
Thank you.
Okay, so there was some questions regarding that. I just wanted people to know in advance.
Oh, no, please do. I'm not seeing all of those.
That's my job.
Well, this is why we have a team of people working together. And I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate the comments that are being put up on there as well. It is of great resource and of great help. Thank you. Okay, when ordering supplies from the Lions clubs for Leos, the newly chartered and existing clubs may purchase those new member kits, as I've mentioned, but the initial one is obviously free. Leo Lapel Pins, that's a mouthful, are no longer included in a new member kit, but they can be purchased separately through the Club Supplies online store. Leo charter members automatically receive a Leo lapel pin when the club is originally organized. Many components of the new Leo member kit, including the membership guide, members card, and membership certificate, are also available for download through My LCI, and they're also, again, free of charge to the clubs. And when ordering online, you can go through to the lionsclubs.org, and the Leo materials are in the Leo supply section, which can be found on the left-hand side of the panel. So when you go in to the LCI website, one goes into the member center, click onto the Leos, and then you can scroll down on the left-hand side for the materials that you are looking for. So again, the address is www.lionsclubs.org/leosclubs. The Leos also have a newsletter that is available that comes out on a regular basis. They will receive this unique email and it will be automatically sent to the Leos from the international headquarters. It is sent out about every 1 to 2 months and provides that important information regarding upcoming deadlines, events, and resources for the Leos and the Lions involved in the Leo program. If you believe you have reported your correct information to international headquarters and are not receiving that Leo e-news, then again, the Leos need to, or you as a advisor may need to contact the Leo Club program department to inquire why the Leos are not receiving this particular publication. It's one of those resources that is available and is of use and keeps people in touch with what is going on. Another area that many of the Leos do, and we need to understand this from a Lions perspective, Leos are very, very technically minded and very with it regarding all the social media types of platform, as a number of you are that are on this call. I know I see a lot of people who post on Facebook, who have got Instagram, Twitter, and those that are even those that are using TikTok and other platforms.
PDG Steve, there's a question. How can they sign up for the newsletter without being a Leo?
That's a good question. I would have to say, honestly, I don't know that answer. One of the people on the call may have that answer. There is a couple of people have said that they were Leo advisors serving on their district or multiple district. Maybe they have that answer. And if so, please either raise your hand or unmute and speak. Sabrina, you're on the call, I know, but are you aware, can Lions subscribe to that newsletter?
Yes, they can. That newsletter is sent from the Leo Clubs program department. If your information is on the My LCI and you are registered as a Leo advisor, that newsletter should come to you automatically.
Yeah, I think the question might be is if you are not a Leo advisor and you are just a regular, I'm going to say a regular lion, a lion, can they access or can they have access to that?
Unfortunately, no, at this point in time, that I may not have that right answer, but I would say that it only goes to people who are associated as Leo advisors or Leo.
Okay.
Maybe when Kamisi comes on later on in the facilities, I think she's tomorrow or what,
Yes.
Friday, one of the two, we can ask her that question directly.
Is
Thank you.
Melissa not here? She was
She
there
wa-
in the general session.
She was in the general. Melissa, are you on this call? If so, can you unmute and answer this question?
I think Melissa probably is extremely busy attending to other things behind the scenes, possibly. But
Agreed.
so,
It would be wise if I can speak in or chime in to have the district sent these newsletters. As a district governor, it'd be lovely to be able to see what's going on.
absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. And I think the more we can get sharing and that communication, the more we can get that out to the Lions, we can be able to bridge that gap. And hopefully it makes life a little easier if we can understand where they're coming from, what they're doing, and where they are going. As I see, there's a note here from Connie Iville saying the newsletter would be helpful when our Lions Club start and recruits our first Leo Club. Absolutely, I can understand that why you would need that. You can show and demonstrate what the club, the Leo Club, would be getting, and for that communication. So I will take that comment back, and through my conversations with LCI, I will see if that can be made more readily available to people. I can't see why they wouldn't want it to be.
I can actually bring that to back. I'm on the Leo panel, the Leo Club Advisory panel.
Thank
so
you.
I can bring that question to them also, because we're looking into these types of things.
Absolutely. Thank you for doing that. The more we all work together, the likelihood we can make that change. So as I was saying, that the Leos have huge amount of opportunities with Facebook pages, through the YouTube videos, through all social media, and that they are able to share their ideas, their programs, their events that are going on. But what we need to make sure is that as they are doing that, that they keep the Lions and the Lions members also involved and informed of it. We don't want a division between what they say is Leos and then Lions. We want to bridge that gap so that we meld and that we can actually work hand in hand and not necessarily opposed to one another, as sometimes that may be the case. Again, that is a way of getting on to setting up a particular Facebook page. There are some templates that are available, I believe, on there. It is obviously, this is used so frequently to keep people informed of what is going on. There is also the e-Clubhouse to create a web page. Again, very, very similar to what the Lions have for the Clubhouse, where there is a template already built. So it's basically filling in the information and having it available and uploaded onto the onto the web, so that everybody is able to, if they search, it will show up for the Leos and give them the current information. The key to all of this, of course, as it is with the Lions, is to ensure that the information is current and is relevant to where we are or what they are doing at the present time. So it's, you know, as I say, it's designed with fill in the blank fields. It allows the clubs to build and maintain their website, and using a set of tools in there. The public websites for Leos can provide a greater way to keep the community up to date. And again, there is no cost for putting these together. Once the information is being done, they will submit this to the Leo Clubhouse application. And once that application has been approved by the Lions Clubs International, then the further instructions on how it will be communicated will be sent to them by email. I see somebody has put up on there on the questions that they would love to see a Facebook page for Leo advisors question and answers. And again, that is something that can certainly be developed in there. As with Lions, Leos also have access to the Lions Learning Center. And the Lions Learning Center provides Lions and Leos with that opportunity to develop leadership skills through the online learning courses that are accessible through the website. And as the majority, and I hope that you have all done at some stage, is that you have actually logged into the Learning Center and have completed and done a number of the courses. The courses fall into 4 major categories. They deal with leadership, and those courses focus on a broad range of leadership skills to succeed. And it doesn't matter whether you are a Leo or a Lion, they are appropriate to both. Deals with the creativity, the mentoring, promotes innovation, managing change, and servant leadership. The second major category is managing others. Courses are geared towards gaining the skills to effectively create and maintain successful and productive relationships with people. And again, there are a number of different courses and topics, including conflict resolution and delegation and effective teams. And they are all very, very good courses that one can do. The third category is achieving results. Courses there are designed to assist in setting and achieving goals, both personal and professional. And if any of you have been on some of my other courses, you will know that I have a passion for goals and action plans. And we've heard of all of these, but I have lived with those from a very, very young age. Unbeknownst to me, in a lot of cases, I didn't even know I was setting a goal or I'd set an action plan. But the results and things, how you look at it, how you change, how you amend, how you adjust as you go through, how it brings you results that you probably didn't realize that you were capable of achieving. So goals and action plans are key. Those are key for Leos as well as for Lions. The communication, of course, communication is always key to everything that we do. So there are courses on communication skills for effective listening, for public relations, and for public speaking. So those are there. While those courses are available and have been created specifically for Lions, as I say, there are supplements for 5 of those modules that have been created, especially with the needs of Leos in mind. And those ones are effective teams, managing others, member motivation, managing others, setting goals, that's achieving the results, managing meetings, also achieving results, and providing community service. So there are 5 very specific courses there that Leos can participate and to do. But again, it doesn't stop either you as a Lion or as a Leo for doing any of those courses that are available through the Lions Learning Center. The Lions Leadership Grant Program, and if you were on that on this call a little earlier when they were going through the Kahoot quiz, one of those questions that came up with how much was the Leo Leadership Grant Program, how much could one a Leo's club apply for as through the LCI programs on there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was between $1,500 and $3,000, $5,000. Five. Thank you, Barbara. You're at the top of my screen, so I appreciate you being there and being of help. Thank you again. So those are grants that are available. And again, those grants deal with project management, communication. They also deal with teamwork, creative innovation, and planning community service projects. Whilst the program will help develop the leadership skills, it also helps to fund things like conferences. It will help for training. They're also available to Lions districts and multiple districts. So there are other grants that are available. Lions Clubs International awards a total of 12 Leo leadership grants of up to $2,000 per physical year. And to be considered for that grant funding, applications must be submitted and approved prior to holding the event. Applications are viewed in the order in which they are submitted, beginning July the 1st, and are accepted on a rolling basis until May the 1st of each fiscal year. And the grants are awarded to eligible applicants based on the content, the quality of the planned Leo leadership event. And again, the application can be found in the Leo section of the LCI website. And there is also a Leo Club Program Advisory Panel, is a communication vehicle for Leos and Lions to share ideas about the Leo Club Program with Lions Clubs International. These panelists serve as a 2-year term in which they collaborate closely with LCI to evaluate the issues related to the program. The panel provides Leos with more voices in the matters affecting the program and the opportunities for leadership development. It also provides them with a chance to network and share ideas with Leos in all of the 7 constitutional areas. So it brings the Leos from around the world together. This panel consists of 2 Lions and 2 Leos from each constitutional area and the continent of Africa, which is now constitutional area number 8, I believe. So each fiscal year, 1 Lion and 1 Leo from each area is selected for a 2-year term. Also, Leo's events, they have annual conventions. They can participate in the international convention. And as that picture demonstrates, they know how to have fun. They know how to celebrate. They are young, they're energetic, they're vibrant people, and they have so much to bring to our organization and our association in there. Hopefully, we all get to go to Montreal in Canada next year. Hopefully, we're all able to be able to have photographs and images like this one that we are going to be able to share with the Lions and the Leos from around the world. Getting back together and being participatory is something that we are all excited and looking forward to be able to do. Finally, the Leos, they have awards and a recognition. They can have individual awards. And again, through the Kahoot program questions, those were some of the things that were asked, what kind of awards that might be available to Leos. So there are a number of them. And again, those awards are meant for individual Leos and Lions, while others are designed to recognize the club's district or multiple districts. So they're all levels are available. But these are just only a few of the awards that are available. And again, there is a full listing of those and the application forms in the Leo section of the LCI website. The next part is, where do we go from here? What do we do next? And this is really now an opportunity for you as the group that's in this particular room to share. So what I'm looking at in here is Lions have a lot. Leos have so much to offer. We also need to invite Leos into your clubs. Let Leos come and let Leos talk about themselves, about what they're doing. At the same token, how many of you have actually gone to a Leos club and talked about what you do? So that both sides, both groups understand where their focus is, where their opportunities are, and where things lie. It gives you an opportunity to find out what motivates Leos. What motivates them? And there are obviously many, many trigger points that are different from the traditional Lions. What we may see as important may not seem so important to a Leo. So it really gives us that opportunity to understand them. Here is something that I think as Lions, we need to also recognize. Leos can attract new Lions. And I am sure there are many of you on this call know of a young man by the name of Daniel Marnie Elkins. And a number of you will say, oh yeah, I know of him. But he has worked diligently with Leos over the years. And that was where his focus was, with the youth, with the younger people, and formed a Leos club. And the Leos club took on projects. But the key to that was not just because he was able to grow a Leos club and make it a very significant sized one. What he was able to do through attracting Leos in there, he was absolutely able to attract new Lions members. Many of the parents that were of the Leos were not Lions. And then they got to understand what Leos were doing and wanted to know how they could make a difference. And as a result of that, they became Leos. I believe he took his branch club from 10, 20 people to well over 100 in new Lions. And primarily, the majority of those people that came Lions were because they had children or young adults in the Leos program. So do not overlook the ability of what Leos can do for you as a Lions club. And another
Okay.
one had
Lion Steve, just want to give you a 2-minute warning.
yes.
But there was an interesting question in the chat box that says, why are some Lions against supporting Leos and helping them grow.
And that probably is more due to demographics and to the age. And I don't know the reasons necessarily behind, but there are many, many different reasons that we know. People do not open their minds and look at where the lions are and what the Leos have to offer. I think, as Paddy Hill mentioned in here, that if we do nothing, nothing will happen. So if we don't make that effort, nothing is going to happen in there. And we may not always have the answers, but we have to go and approach them and get the answers from them. I understand there are many, and a lot of lions are older, and they fear that the age difference is too wide to bridge. But I don't necessarily believe that is the case. I think if our minds are open, we can change and we can make a difference. And finally, my last comment on here was let Leos join or lead a joint project. Why do the Lions always have to say, this is what we're going to do? If we give the Leos that opportunity and say, work with us, what is it you would like to do? We will be there. We will support you. We can certainly make a huge step going forward. I put those up there. As usual, time always never permits us to get through to all of this. So I am actually thankful for this particular opportunity. There's a lot of information, and the next sessions are going to build on this as you go through. So a lot more things between what Lions and Leos do are going to get covered off in the rest of this Lion Advisors track and the various sessions that are coming through on the next couple of days. So I wish you all the very, very best. I hope you enjoy this particular Leo USA Canada virtual forum. And if you've got any questions and you want to correspond with me and talk afterwards, again, my email is Brumme, BRUMME @shaw.ca.
Thank you so much, PDG Steve. And we're going to take a 2-minute break. You can stay in the room. And at 3 o'clock, we will begin our next session. So you can stay in the room and you can chat in the message box to everybody. Great job, Steve, and thank you so much.
I'm going to stay on this call, so if anybody during this time wants to speak, feel free to do so.
Steve, this is Lion Pablo, the president of the Leo Forum.
Yes, Pablo.
I wanted to thank you for that presentation. It was wonderful. So thank you so much on behalf of all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you, Lion Steve. I'm from Brooklyn. I was once a Leo advisor, but I'm a charter president for one of the clubs in Brooklyn. But I have a question here. How do you mentor young people? I mean, to get them to do the things that you want them to do, or we can decide how to do it? Because I think that some of the Leos they claim difficult to handle. And we as the older folks, we don't really have the time to be checking behavior and all that stuff because we never get through any project. So the question is, what are some tips you can give us how we can mentor those young people?
Mentoring is a little different than mentoring is a step. It's a process. It's a process whereby you allow the participant to set the directions of where they would like to go. So when you're dealing with Leos and you're mentoring them, what you're looking for is saying to them, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go? How would you like to get there? As a good mentor, will often say they will listen. You listen. But what you look at is as they're going through the process and doing things, you may see that the steps that they're taking is going to either lead them away, or they're going to go to an area where they're not comfortable with. And a good mentor will often say to say to this particular Leo, if you continue down this particular path, what do you see? You may suggest what other alternatives are available. What you're trying to do is you're encouraging them to go through that thought process. I think Dr. Patty Hill mentioned the words, what if? What if you pursue this? What will those results be? And will those results be what you're looking for? If not, where do you go back to? What part of that road, the crossroads, and take another path? As I say, sometimes we cannot see the forest for the trees, and we have to find our way through. But a good mentor is never going to be telling a lion or a Leo what they have to do. A lot of times they've got to be the creative people. They are the ones that have got to come forward. Okay.
Thank you.
David Levy Moderno,
Hello.
you've got your hand raised.
The one thing that I keep finding as a difference, excuse me, good afternoon, everybody. And thank you for your presentation, PDG Steve. The one thing that I need to keep repeating and need to remind people is Leos are our future. They need to not be taught, but need to be advised, not led. Let them do everything, but give them the tools. I myself, as I'm also the president right now in the club, I myself turned to the Leos, to both clubs, and I said, how many of you want to attend? Let me know by X dates, and I physically paid for those and take it out of our community fund because they are our community and our project. So now we got 11 registrations, regretfully not 20, but that is the direction that we need to go. And don't take me the wrong way, but that is the first problem that we all create by not following. We need to invest in them, not just attend their meetings and give them advice. We need to invest in them physically, money. That's what we need to do. Sorry.
No, I think your points are very well taken. Rachel White, you've got your hand raised.
Yes, hello, my name is Rachel White with the Encinitas Lions Club. And I just want to say we work very closely with our high school speech and debate teams and with our high school associated student bodies, because we take our student leaders from the leadership within the education, and then they bring their friends, and we try to teach them, you know, the types of people to look for, not only to bring into leadership into Leos, but the type of students who may not find friends very easily, or who might have hidden talents or abilities that having the right type of friends can help bring out. You can't correct bad behavior if that person is angry or broken, and those kids shouldn't be left out, but maybe a peer mentoring program to help bring those kids along to becoming a Leo is an idea. I'm trying to work within our school districts now to make our club bigger and make it and well, we're already a community club, but incorporate more high schools. And then in each high school, give those Leos a particular project, so they have multiple projects going at the same time. So with the Encinitas Lions Club and with the Encinitas Carlsbad Leos Club, I'm trying to make us work hand in hand, but I'm finding some resistance with our older members who think, well, the Leos should just be separate. They're not really a part of the Lions. And I'm like, I don't like that attitude. No. I want to see them definitely involved.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rachel. Perfect. Good comments and a good insight. And I think it serves as a reminder.
Last question. Last question. Miriam has a question. She's our last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Miriam Vasquez from Puerto Rico. I just wanted to make a suggestion. We do the new members mentoring. If we don't do it with Leos, maybe that's something we should look at. Mentoring when they come in, for having them talk, what is the history of that club, of that Leo club, and the Lions Club as well. And telling them, how we're structured, how our organization is structured at the Leos as well as the Lions, and give them that information. We'd be surprised how much they pick up from the information that we give them. And they ask the questions like Patty Hill said, they'll ask the questions and then they'll raise their hand and get involved. And I think that's important, that we should have a basic mentoring program from the new members in the Leos Club.
Absolutely. Couldn't say it better. Thank you, Miriam. Okay. Do you want me to leave? How do you want to move this out of this room?
You can
Dawn?
you can stay in the room and listen in. I'm just gonna have you mute yourself.
Yep.